Anyway, it's your show.
It is my show, and we have questions. Like I said, some of these have been sent in a number of times. Just a little bit of suggestion, ladies and gentlemen. If you're a newer listener or someone who has decided now's the time you're going to send in a question, first of all, of course, put the subject of the question in the subject line. Not your name, not Jim's name, not my name, not question, but the actual subject of the question. That helps us out, but also...
Well, give us an example of a finely worded subject line in your eyes, in your opinion, that would catch your eye and cause you to ask that question here in front of God and everybody.
I got several in front of me on the email page here. Here's one we're not going to ask on the show because we just answered it on the experience, but a email from, let me click on it just in case this guy has an alias, Stuart, and the subject line is, Peacock editing out content they deem offensive. I know what the question is.
I can see where then you would know the subject of the question.
Here's another one. This was sent by Mike Wilson. The subject, 20 years without WCW. I have an idea where that is and where that's going, that question. And then here's one. This one was sent in. I won't even give this person's name because it's not in the body of the email, just in the actual name of the person who sent it. But the question is, or the subject line is, question for Jim. That doesn't help me in any way. That doesn't help me at all in any way. Here's another one. This one was sent, again, he didn't put his name. The ones who send it like this don't put their names in the email. The subject line, question. No clue at all. Not even question for Jim. Just question. Listen, if you sent it to the drive-thru email, I figure it's a question.
You know what? But no, here's the thing. That's easy. Just write back, answer.
Here's one. This one was sent to CornyDriveThru@gmail.com from Tony in Dundalk, Ireland. The subject line, question for James. A little more proper there. But again, I have no idea what that is.
It was more polite, though. It wasn't quite as dismissive. It just questioned.
Now, here's a way you can do it. This was sent from your fan in Ontario, Brady. The subject line, question about Chris Irvine. That's a way of doing it where you incorporate the word question and also the subject that the question is about. Any thoughts about any of this, Jim? All right, it appears Jim has gone silent to leave me hanging in the wind here on the show.
Well, I was just thinking that now that we've completely offended and browbeaten most of our listeners, called them dumb fucks and run them off, why don't we start the program?
Well, what I was going to say, where I was going before you asked for examples, is...
I had to ask, didn't I?
This is all your fault. What a great episode this has been so far. And you are our friends.
Friends. Our illiterate, annoying, pesty friends.
What I was going to say is, if you are someone new to the show or new to sending in questions, it does help at times to go through the official Jim Cornette YouTube channel or even the archive of older clips on the Arcadian Vanguard channel just to see if the exact question you're asking, like, I don't know, what was it like traveling with Yokozuna? Has it been asked multiple times already?
And has been covered in an extensive, lengthy, and detailed fashion, and said clip available on YouTube for all to see.
That's right. So someone will send in something, hey, how come you haven't read my question? And I don't respond, but I'm thinking, because it's been asked 6 times in the last 4 years. That's why. So that's my point. Go through the archive. And again, thank you to everyone on the topic of the official Jim Cornette YouTube channel. We put up a video the other day of you celebrating the plaque that you received from the fine people at YouTube. And with that, we went flying over 200,000 subscribers on YouTube now.
Well, yeah, and it took them that long to send us our 100,000 subscriber award, and still no cake. A lot of people are up in arms that YouTube does not send out celebratory cakes. I'm just saying. So, but anyway, but we do thank everyone. Yes, we flew past. It was like 198,000 and change when I made the video, and we flew past it. That's not really flying, to 203,000 or whatever. That's just jump. We've been doing leaps and jumps and bounds and things like that.
That's right.
Faster than a leaping YouTube channel, more powerful than a mighty podcast, able to leap tall dwarf dong suckers in a single bound.
You
Look,
stop it.
up in the sky.